Good day to everyone and thank you for being here to listen my talk. I am Gautam Kumar Sao, PhD scholar from IIT Madras in the Department of Electrical Engineering, and I am presenting my talk titled 4-state differential phase shift quantum key distribution over a single mode fiber of 105 km.
In the present scenario, after emergence of Internet of Things and 5G technology, people rely more and more on their digital data for their everyday business and leisure activities. In this data dominated reality, data security emerges as one of the major challenges affecting critical services such as banking, personal data, military and government applications, hospital and smart city functions. While in this hyper-connected world, a single channel attack can affect millions of devices. Now, traditionally public key cryptography, which relies on the computational complexity of certain mathematical functions such as factorization algorithm, cannot provide full guarantee of key security against the emergence of quantum computers. The very processing power of quantum computer can solve these mathematical problems exponentially faster than classical computers and break public key cryptography. This means that the currently used public key crypto systems are not appropriate to secure data that require long-term confidentiality. An adversary could indeed record encrypted data and wait until a quantum computer is available to decrypt it by attacking the public keys. We need quantum safe cryptography today, or in other words, we need quantum key distribution. The unique and important property of quantum key distribution is the ability of two remote parties, Alice and Bob, to detect the presence of any third party trying to get the information of the key. Here, Alice prepare encoded single photon state, transmits to Bob through quantum channel. Whenever any third party Eve tries to steal the information about the keys, essentially it disturbs the measurement system and thus it introduces detectable errors. QKD offers unconditional security since quantum states cannot copy it perfectly. So this is the Alice setup of our differential phase shift quantum key distribution experiment. It consists of a weak coherent source associated with 3 path delays A, B and C and a phase modulator as shown in the figure. Alice prepares a coherent state split into 3 timings or classically viewed as 3 pulses. For a mean photon number of 0.1, there is a negligible probability of having more than one photon in a time bin. The photon has equal probability of transmitting through either of path A, path B or path C. Hence, this one photon is described as being in a superposition state of 3 time bins. Now the random sequence of phase modulation pattern, also called as the row key, generated from random number generator, applied on the time bins of coherent state, such a way that the phase difference between any two successive time bins is either 0 or pi. So now the phase encoded superposition state prepared in the Alice setup is transmitted to Bob setup through quantum channel. Bob setup consists of a delay line interferometer and 2 single photon detectors D0 and D1. If the phase difference between 2 adjacent time bins is 0, then there is a constructive interference in the DLI and photon goes to detector D0. And similarly, when there is a phase difference of pi between 2 adjacent time bins, there is a destructive interference and photon goes to detector D1. After passing through DLI, photon is now in superposition of 4 time bins as shown in the figure, and hence we also refer to the 3 pulse DPS QKD as a 4-state system. Here Bob announces publicly the time instance of click, and out of these 4 slots or 4 time bins, we can see the probability of detection at first and fourth time bin is 1/6 and 1/6. However, the interference slot, that is time bin 2 and 3, the probability of detection is 2/3. and hence our shifted key rate in our 4-state DPS system is 2/3. We had proved in our previous work that 4-state DPS QKD is secure against intercept and resend attack and beam split attack. Here I am briefly explaining about the intercept and resend attack. Basically, Eve employs similar setup as Bob. Now, based on photon detection, Eve gets information of relative phase between successive time beams. But it doesn't get absolute phase information, and hence, when it prepare and resend the superposition state to Bob, it also introduces error in terms of phase. In our 4-state DPS QKD, Eve introduces 33% error in shifted key rate, whereas in conventional DPS QKD, Eve introduces 25% error in shifted key rate. While many people report experiments generating the superposition state using spatial delay lines, we observe that it would be easier to do the same thing by using temporal delays and demonstrate that two methods are equivalent. We show here two different source configurations, namely path superposition and time beam superposition. In the path superposition configuration, weak coherent pulses are passed through a 1x3 and 3x1 beam splitter coupler combination, so that photons coming out from 3x1 coupler are in superposition of three paths. Whereas in the time beam superposition scheme, we merely use a 3 nanosecond pulse shaped by intensity modulator and then attenuated to a single photon level. This is our experimental setup. Here we transmit the phase modulated superposition state to Bob through a 105 km of single mode fiber. A FPGA board is triggered synchronous to pulse generator. This FPGA board is also used to generate all control signals for intensity modulator, phase modulator, time to digital converter and single photon detector. Now if you see in Bob setup, here both ports of delay line interferometer are multiplexed using a 2x1 coupler and sent to single photon detector. This multiplexing technique provides a cost-effective configuration, since one single photon detector is enough to extract timing instant information. With a hold up time of 10 microsecond, we are able to generate a raw key rate of 100 kbps. Alice and Bob must then use a classical communication channel to extract a shifted key. So now in this graph, we have compared secure key rate and shifted key rate for path superposition and time beam superposition schemes. The shifted key rate for our 4-state DPS is equal to 2/3. And if we extend this to 2 to the power m-1 states, the shifted key rate converges to 1 as m increases. The secure key rate, however, depends on the number of delays or time beams. When we use path superposition, the m×1 and 1×m couplers introduce additional losses, and that increase with m. This additional loss does not occur in the time beam approach, and hence a time beam superposition approach is more efficient and provides a higher secure key rate than a path superposition approach. We have also quantified after pulsing effect in our single photon detector using ultra short coherent pulses. These pulses are generated from a 1555 nanometer mode locked fiber laser. Here too, the laser was attenuated to a mean photon number of 0.1 and then fed as input to a gated single photon detector. We observe that the rise and fall times in the plot are different. The longer fall time is attributed to after pulsing in the SPD. However, this picture doesn't capture the statistics of photon arrival within the duration of the gate. To achieve better resolution, we used a time to digital converter or TDC along with the FPGA board. The combination of TDC and FPGA allowed us to bin photon arrival times within a resolution of 55 picosecond. In a gated single photon detector, after pulsing depends on both the excess bias voltage and the hold-up time. Here we are demonstrating that the excess bias voltage of 3.5 volt gives us a time beam inaccuracy of about 390 picosecond, which is significantly broader than the 270 picosecond that we observe when we use an excess bias voltage of 2.5 volt. Errors in these time beams increases our QBER. Hence we used an excess bias of 2.5 volt for all our experiments. Now these plots show how we arrive at the equivalence between the temporal and path superpositions method. For each method, we measure the parameters C00, C01, C10, C11 that capture the true and false detections. We can then define a visibility parameter and tune the setup. After optimizing various parameters in Alice and Bob's setup, we generated shifted keys with both temporal and path superposition configurations over a fiber length of 30 km. And we were able to observe a shifted key rate of 25 kilobit per second and a quantum bit error rate of 11.5%. The quantum channel was then extended over 105 km of single mode optical fiber, and we observed that the shifted key rate dropped to 2 kilobit per second with a quantum bit error rate of approximately 14%. Now I am summarizing our work. We have demonstrated two different experimental approaches, spatial superposition and time beam superposition, to realize a 4-state DPS QKD over a 105 km quantum channel. We also observed that the time beam superposition scheme is more efficient and easier to implement. A natural extension of this work is to use time beam superposition in measurement device independent DPS QKD. And we will eventually be limited by our ability to differentiate between adjacent time beams in both the temporal and spatial superposition setup. I would also like to add the impact of quantum key distribution on industry and academia. Indigenous development of quantum key distribution system is critical to securing our communication network. DPS QKD has been transferred to QNew Labs Private Limited, Bangalore, an IIT Madras incubated company, and is currently in production. Also, the IITM campus fiber network will act as a test bed for quantum communications. Before going to finish my talk, I would like to acknowledge Ministry of Human Resource and Development MHRD and Visvesvaraya PhD Scheme Government of India for their support. I would also like to thank Professor Anil Prabhakar for continuous support and guidance, Professor Prabha Mandyam for many discussions in QKD, QNew Labs Bangalore for initial support, and my lab mates Shyam, Shashank and Forum for many support. Thank you very much.